Hi and welcome to this short introduction of Navtilus GL Tools, which is an extension built for Microsoft Business Central. This extension is built with the financial departments in mind and provide 5 new tools that they can use to optimize their daily work processes. The first tool we're going to take a look on is called the non-working calendar days, and this tool allows us to set up our non-working days for the company inside Business Central. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go up to our search field and type in none. In here we get the add non-working calendar days and we select this one. Here we see a page where we can control our non-working days. The first we have here in settings is called culture. This one allows me to select a standardized calendar from either the Danish or the American one. So if I select the Danish one, I get all the national Danish holidays into my calendar. If I select the American one, I get the American holidays. Of course, if you have any specific holidays that are not standardized, they won't be part in this one. So I'm going to select the Danish one. And if we take an example from our company, we have every weekend off. So I am going to select Saturday and Sunday. And then down here in code, I am going to select my basic. And we're going to press OK. That's it. My non-working days have been set up inside my Business Central. The second tool in our toolbox is for our bank reconciliation. This tool allows your financial department to easier reconcile your bank statements inside Business Central. So if we enter our search field and we search for general journals and select this, in here we find the one we want to reconcile and click on reconcile. And in here we can see our new columns. So our tool adds new columns to your reconciliation page where we have net change at date and balance at date. We even have currency codes in and so on. So these columns are here to help you reconcile your bank statements more easily inside Business Central. The third tool in our extension is called Table Dimension Relation. This tool automates an already standard practice inside Business Central where you create a relationship between a certain table and a certain dimension. So if we enter our search field and search for table dimension, we are going to select the one called Table Dimension Relation. In here we have a list of all our existing relationships, but we are going to create a new one, so we're going to press the new. In the first field, we're going to press the 3 dots. In here we have a list of all the tables that are allowed to have dimension by standard Business Central. So we are going to select the customer and going to press OK. Then for the dimension code, we are going to select debitor. Now the relationship is created, so all future customers that are created are automatically getting a dimension. But in case we want it to have effect on all previous records, we can simply press the button called Add on Existing Records. This way it's going to look back in time and create relationships for those as well. So let's show how it works. We go back here, we go into customers, we are going to create a new one, and it's going to be a person. We are just going to call it a demo, and we're going to set it up. Then once it's done, we go into customers, we go for dimensions, and in here we can see that the dimension have already been set up for the customer. The fourth tool in this extension is a tool created with safety and security in mind, more specifically aimed towards the vendor's bank informations. So this tool provides you with 2 new approval workflows that demands as soon as someone tries to change the vendor's bank information, an approval workflow has been sent to an administrator that needs to approve it before the change can happen. So before you set this up, I would recommend that you set up your approval user setup inside Business Central. Once that is done, we can go into our workflow templates. In here you can see we have added 2 new workflows underneath purchases and payable extended. We have a vendor bank account change workflow and a vendor bank account approval workflow. To activate those, we need to go into workflow, And as you can see, I have already activated the change workflow. So now I'm gonna activate the approval workflow. I am gonna click on new workflow from template. In here, I am gonna select the workflow I want and I'm gonna press OK. Once that is done, I am gonna activate it and I'm going to go back. Now both of them is activated. So if we go back here and we go into our vendors, I have created a demo vendor in here. And if we go into the bank accounts, we can see there is a lot of zeros in here. Now I am going to change the last two to 99. And as you can see, I get an information that the change require approval before it can be applied. So an approval has been sent to an administrator that needs to approve it before it can change. I'm just going to press OK. And then we are going to reload the site. As you can see, the 99 turned back to 00. So the changes cannot be applied before they have been accepted. For an approver, if you are an admin that can approve, you are going to go into your approval request entries. In here, as you can see, I have tried multiple times, but if you are an admin in here, you can find them and then you can approve them up here in the top. The fifth and final tool we have in this extension is that we have added a new column to your VAT entries, allowing you to see the general ledger account number for each entry, which provides you with a better understanding of your data and provides a more helpful and specific analysis inside the Business Central analyst mode. So if we go into our search field and search for VAT entry, we're going to select the VAT entries. In here we have a list, and as you can see, we have a column called General Ledger Account Number. For you, this one might be empty. To solve this, go into Action and press Set General Ledger Account Number. And then it's going to place all your General Ledger account numbers in here. But beware, the first time you do it, it might take some time because it's a lot of numbers it's going to put into it. For every new entry you're going to create, there's not going to be an account number as a default. So you need to use this action regularly to keep up with it. But the more you do it, the more easy it's going to be. Now, as you can see, I have all my general ledger account numbers here. So if I go into my analyst mode, and we have one here, I am going into pivot mode. I am gonna double click here to remove everything, and I am gonna select base and amount, and we are gonna find the general ledger account. So as you can see already now, I have here. And this is, for instance, how you can use the general ledger account for a more specific and advanced use of your analyst mode inside Business Central.